ASM artist because you can't have a fan on, no AC on. I'm dying. And also, I really didn't know what to do for tonight's video, but I thought of a fun idea. And I also have tomorrow's, the day after that, and the day after that's video planned. I just didn't have tonight's video planned, but I have an idea. You saw it in the title. I want to talk music with you guys tonight. So yeah, in tonight's video, we're going to be talking about, I guess the newest releases, what I've been listening to. Obviously, you know, Drake's album just dropped. Post Malone dropped an album. I think Beyonce came out with a single as well, so we're going to talk about them all. And let me know down in the comments, even if it's a underground artist, even if you're an artist and you made a song, let me know what you've been listening to. Maybe your song of the summer, something like that. Also, obviously, like the video. If you do like the video, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, let us get started, guys. So, I guess the first thing I should start with would be, probably the biggest thing out there would be, Drake's new album, which I know is a couple days old already. I didn't really think about doing this video until, I think a day or so ago, someone commented about me doing more music talk videos, because I've done them before, and, I think it'd be kind of fun, a little something different, and, yeah, I've obviously have listened to the album. I think it's called, well, I don't think it is, it's called, honestly, Nevermind, which is kind of a interesting sort of Drake type of album name, title, and, wow, obviously I would love to know your opinions down in the comments. You can just give it a rating out of 10. If that's your only comment, just rate the album out of 10, because I'll be doing that as well. It's, I think reportedly only like 9 months, not even a year since his last album, that's Drake, and a lot of people were surprised, because obviously, hey, guess what? It was a surprise. It just popped out of nowhere. No big hype, no big push, no big release. You know, obviously with Donda, with Kanye West, that was a like a 2-month, 3-month type of thing, maybe even longer than that. This sort of just popped out of nowhere, and today, dropping a full-length album, not a sort of project, not an EP, not a couple songs. It's a discography album that's gonna be there forever. And I guess if you were really looking for something sort of related to, you know, if you're reading this, it's too late. Take Care, Even, Thank Me Later. You're looking for one of those big time Drake albums. It's not it. Drake hasn't had, at least in my own opinion, a humongous sort of big time album in a couple years, in a couple of attempts, and obviously his music is always super successful, and it's amazing. I love Drake. I think he's amazing. I think he's definitely the greatest artist of this generation, and if you're putting his numbers up to some of the greatest of all time, you could probably argue him being the greatest of all time, you know what I mean? Like, he's up there with probably the MJs and the Elvises and the yada yada yadas of all time, so it's interesting, but it's different. It's definitely a dancey, vibey, summertimey type of album, and if I could rate it before we even get into more of, you know, my favorite tracks and stuff like that, I'd give it like a 6 out of 10, 6.5, I don't know. I'm still very iffy on the entire project as a whole. Individually though, it was okay. Taking a look back at Certified Lover Boy, I might like it more than Certified Lover Boy. I wasn't a big fan of that album either. I think, well, maybe as an album as a whole, it might be better. That's again a very opinionated thing. There are some songs on this album that I know I will be listening to a lot of, though. I think the first one would probably, well, if we're going in order, Text Go Green. I think that's a very vibey, catchy song. That's definitely going to be, you know, a song of the summer type of feel, and it's going to be all over TikTok. Gonna get a lot of views on YouTube, but you know, everything about, again, Drake, him being a rap artist, it's obviously not a very strong work, and I think Drake is really trying to sort of, like, I don't want to to say he's trying to push away the rap sort of label that comes with being Drake. I think he's really just trying to diversify himself even more as just being an artist who can do a lot of different things. And for me personally, Texaco Green is like the perfect example of like a song that maybe you would get like one or two of these styles of song on a traditional Drake album, and it would be an amazing song, it'd be a banger, people would love it, but you would mold other sort of songs around it that were a little bit more maybe passionate, a little bit more well thought out. This is definitely a vibey, clubby, TikTok, YouTube viewy. It's gonna get streamed a lot. I'm gonna listen to it a lot. I already have, but it's nothing that's very deep. Of course, you know, Kendrick Lamar just came out with an album, and holy cow, if you want to talk about a deep album, that album goes, you know, up, down, left, right, center, all the way around with being a deep album. And then you come with Drake here, and it's just you can tell he's really just making music to make music, and a lot of people don't know how to feel about that. Which is a very basic, dancey, vibey song. Again, but the thing is, that's basically the entire theme of this album is basic, vibey, a couple things here and there. You're not gonna get wowed by this album, and a lot of people feel some type of way about it. That's kind of funny. I think Sticky is again another song that everyone kind of loves. I think it's probably, well, maybe gonna be the most popular. I don't know if it's the best song. I think we all hopefully could agree what the best song is, but I think this is definitely going to be the most popular song is Sticky, and I think it deserves to be. Again, I think Texaco Green and Sticky, two songs that I feel like would be great on any Drake album. But it's the fact that the entire album are songs like this, but these ones just stick out more. I think it tells you a lot about, I guess, how other people feel about this album. It's just very mid. I think Currents is maybe like a very underrated song. I know, obviously, the bed squeaky song, and it already has like a lot of memes and stuff made about it. But I mean, I think it's catchy, it's good, but again, like, that's where like it starts to drop off very fast when you go from like Texaco Green and Sticky. Those are like, okay, those could be on any Drake album, and those would be, fire songs. But when you build other songs that aren't, like that, it really leaves a bad taste in your mouth, at least to me. I think the best song on the album, though, is probably Jimmy Cook's 21 Savage. I love 21. I've seen him perform live. It's also a meme that, 21 Savage, carries the album, which, hey, man, I mean, this is, again, it's the best song. It's maybe the most memorable part. Just the sort of switch when sort of 21's part comes in and the beat switches, the tone of the song changes, and I mean, it's what we all love about 21. He is probably, at least in my opinion, the best, feature that you could probably have, and I love what he brings to a song. It's a different type of energy, different type of vibe. I love 21 Savage, but yeah, I think he does carry the song. He carries it pretty heavily, actually, and is the most memorable part probably of this entire album, which is crazy. Anyways, that's how I feel about it. It's a very mid Drake album. It's not one of those top tier ones that we were waiting for. And you know what? I think, me personally, this is going to be the last Drake album we hear for quite some time. It's either that or B, he has something that he's been working on for a very long time, like years, that we don't know about, and he's just putting these little, dancey, vibey, very fun, great, money-wise, viewership-wise, but I think he might be working on something a lot bigger that might be more of a, nothing was the same, take care style of album, where it's finally the retro Drake that we've been waiting for again. I think he might be doing that, so it's either going to be A, he's been working on something and he's going to release it sometime relatively soon, maybe within a year or so, or B, this is going to be the last time we hear a Drake album for like another 2-3 years. He's going to come out with a boom, mind-blowing album that he's been working on for quite some time. Anyways, next up, Post Malone recently came out with a new album. Oh god, what's it called? 12 Karat Toothache. this. It's really, really, really nice. It almost looks like a nice poster to have up in the room. But I also thought it's a solid album. I might, do I like it more? Do I like it more than Hollywood's Bleeding? Maybe not. I think I do still like Hollywood's Bleeding a little bit more. I think it has a little bit more memorable songs and whatnot. And obviously, nothing will ever touch Stoney. Stoney is still the best Post Malone album out there. I think his best songs are still from the Stoney album. Even Beer Bongs and Bentleys has just amazing, amazing music on there. But I don't know, I'm still not very into the new Post Malone. I think if you've listened to old Post Malone, SoundCloud Post Malone, you've definitely obviously heard a sound change, and I'm still not the biggest fan of it. I think he does have good music still here and there, but I don't know how I still really feel about it. Songs from the album that I really like. Oh, man. I think Euthanasia is a solid one. It's a very slow song. It's very more like, it almost sounds like a soundtrack to like a movie type of vibe, and I really like that. It's a very, you're driving in the car type of song, deep thought type of song, definitely not bad. And obviously, I think the biggest sort of feature he had, one of the biggest features was Roddy Ricch with Cooped Up. I think this was like the single he put out before the album even came out, and people also didn't really know how to feel about the song and about the feature. And I don't know, it just sounded too generic, too radio-y. It didn't really feel very like a generic type of original. It felt very, I feel like I've heard this song before, if that makes any sense. It wasn't anything too super crazy. Man, actually, maybe my favorite song from the album, which might be kind of surprising, Wasting Angels with the Kid Leroy. I think this might be my favorite song. It's definitely a song I've listened to the most on this album, and maybe like, as of right now, like the song of the summer for me. He does have a lot of very fun parts. Kid Leroy always does really well and features his own music, that's a E, but features with Justin Bieber, that song, what's that one called? Stay with Justin Bieber. And I think this song also has sort of that same very summery vibe, and I really enjoyed it. I loved Stay, and I love this song. Really, really good. Oh man, anything else? One Right Now with The Weeknd was also a song that I think was put out as a single. That one's actually a good song. Obviously, The Weeknd is amazing, so like no duh. And they also came out with an album kind of recently, which also was solid. It was good. It wasn't their best, but still really good. But yeah, I don't know. Again, a very mid album. This video is kind of mellow, dramatic. I feel like obviously if you like this stuff, that's amazing. But obviously when we're thinking about Drake's and Post Malone's, we're expecting probably more than what we should be. But we have a couple good songs from albums. That's all you can really ask for. Some artists come out with an album and it bombs all the way. So I can't be that upset about this stuff. I think the song is really, the album is really personal too, and that's what obviously I really love about Post Malone. He's a very more deep artist when it comes to I would say a majority of his songs. Some songs he's just making it just to make a quick buck, which is fine. But like a lot of his music is still very personal, which I really do love. Some artists also don't do that. So yeah. Next up, again, I think Beyonce just dropped a new song, which is kind of interesting. And just listening to the song, it's almost like a Drake style vibe, where it's like, okay, she's making like a song for the summer. Really, really, really bumping. I actually really recommend you listen to it. I thought it was actually really good. I have never really listened to a lot of Beyonce. Obviously, a lot of her old stuff, of course, because that's like legendary music. I feel like everyone should listen to, like 2000s Beyonce. But more of her newer stuff, I haven't really listened to a lot of. But it was fun. It's definitely, again, like a radio music, club music. TikTok and YouTube are gonna love this. As of right now, it's been posted 5 hours ago, and already has about 1.5 million views. So of course people are gonna love it. So yeah, kind of a quick little one for that. Is really good. I thought it's a very vibey. Definitely gonna bump this a lot. Probably it's definitely a summer song. So I really enjoyed it as a single. I wouldn't really know how I would feel about it as an entire album with this style of music. Of course, Beyonce, one of the greatest artists of all time, one of the greatest voices of all time. Having this sort of style would be kind of, okay. She can if she wants to, of course, but you would hope for more. But as a single, I thought it was really cool, really fun, and that might be the best thing we talk about tonight. For being honest, that's all I really wanted to talk about. Again, some of the newer music that's coming out. If you guys want me to do like a different style of video, like talking about music that I've been listening to, like go through like my liked songs, or go through my favorites, or going through my Discover Weekly. If you guys want to do that in a video, that could be fun. We can do some more, music talk or movie talk, stuff like that. I think it could be a lot of fun, but I wanted to make this kind of a quicker, sort of like a music talky style of video. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully guys, again, comment down below maybe your own opinions about these albums, these artists, what you're listening to. Give me some music suggestions, anything like that.